कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna to everyone. So before we start the class, okay, let's have a recap. Okay, what was the last story that we heard?
The last story we heard was the Damodar Leela.
Very good. Okay, so I think Sindhu Mataji was taking that class, right? Last time. So she took the Damodar Leela, and I think she also gave a very brief summary about two demons, Vatsasura and Bakasura, right? So it was very short. So we're going to recap again, okay, once more. Okay, we're going to listen to those stories again. But last time we heard Narsimha, Chaturdasi, okay, right? So we heard Narsimha Swami's story, right?
Yes.
So all of us, so how was the celebration? Did you all celebrate well?
Yes, Mata. Yes.
Good. Okay, so today we are going to start with the first topic, okay? So what happens? This starts with all the demons have come right now. So how many demons have come so far to Gokul? 4 of them have come.
Yes.
No, actually not 4, 3 demons. Okay, 4 demons and one small incident had happened. What were the 4 demons?
Putana.
Okay.
Trinavarta.
Okay.
Then Shakatasura.
Very Shakatasura, correct.
And
a small incident had happened. What was that? Which scared everyone in Virja. The 2 Arjuna Yamala trees had fallen, right? Right? So everyone was so shaken up, right? Like all the kids are in danger. See, now Krishna is in danger, okay? But all the kids who play with Krishna are also in danger, right? And Krishna was everyone's favorite child. So all the Vasis of Gokul, all the people of Gokul, they started, showing concern that, the place we are, maybe Kamsa is targeting this place, okay? So there are a lot of demons who are coming. Let us move to another place, okay? So who comes up with this suggestion?
Maharaj. Upananda Maharaj.
Very good. And who was Upananda?
Upananda Maharaj was the brother of Nanda Maharaj.
Very good. So Upananda was the brother of Nanda Maharaj. Okay. So he came up with a suggestion saying, so many demons are coming and attacking our kids, right? Especially our little Krishna. So let us move to another place. Okay. And he starts describing this place. He says that this place is filled with a lot of grass, lot of plants. It has beautiful mountains and gardens, and it has this like huge mountain. Okay. And the mountain is called Govardhan. Okay. Where all our calves and cows can gaze, and it is the best pasturing ground. Okay. So I think it is better we move there. And also Yamuna river is situated next to this place. And what is this place called? They're going to move from Gokul to
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan, very good. Okay, so according to Bhagavatam, okay, where is Vrindavan exactly located? Okay, so Gokul is supposed to be here, okay, and in between is Vrindavan, and next to Vrindavan there's another place called Nandeshwar. Okay, so Nandeshwar was where these people were before. Okay, from there they shifted to Gokul because there was a demon who was troubling them over there. Okay, so at last they thought we can't go back to Nandeshwar. Okay, so let us go back to Vrindavan. Okay, let us explore Vrindavan because it is a very beautiful place. So now what happens? All of them start their journey towards Vrindavan. Okay, we can see over here, right? They set a cart. Okay, we can see Yashoda Mai and Rohini Mata with Balram and Krishna, right? So all of them agreed to the decision of Upananda. So they all started their journey towards Vrindavan. Okay, So as they go, okay, all the elders, everyone, with all their belongings, okay, they have to move, right? So it took them a lot of days. So once they all went to Vrindavan, they could sense, a good feeling. Vrindavan was so peaceful. It was so beautiful to look at. And Govardhan, you can see Govardhan even from like a very far distance, right? Govardhan used to be huge, right? So this way they shifted from where to where?
Gokul to
From Gokul to Vrindavan, they had shifted. Okay. Now what happened? The boys and everyone, they all are getting adjusted to the, the whole village of Vrindavan. Okay, the whole thing. Okay, everyone are setting up their houses, and everyone have given duties. Now Krishna is how many years old? Can anyone guess? Krishna is around 3. He's 3 years old now. Okay, so as soon as a kid, okay, in Gokul, he comes to 3 years, they all assign them the duty of taking care of calves. Okay, so now all the cowherd boys, including Krishna and Balaram, were given the task of taking care of the calves. Means the kids of the cows. Okay, so all of them were given duties, and all of them are also exploring Vrindavan, right? Example, when we move to a new city, okay, so we explore the city, right? Similarly, Krishna also is exploring Vrindavan and everything. Now what happens? A small incident happens. Okay, so by the shore of Yamuna, okay, which demon appears now?
Kalia.
Kalia? Vatsasura appears. Okay, and Vatsasura, how does he look?
Like a calf.
Like a calf, yeah. So why did Vatsasura, disguise himself as a calf? All these demons, they can turn into whatever they want, right? But why specifically calf? Like he was in the form of a calf only, okay? But why this particular form? So
Because
Krishna loves, yeah, tell me.
because Krishna was loving and he was taking care of calves.
Ah, very good. Okay, very good answer. Very good. I think it was Niranjan. Okay. So now what happened was everyone knows that Krishna's favorite is cows and calves, right? So what Vatsasura thought, okay, in his mind is that if I disguise as a calf, okay, Krishna will not recognize me. And even if he does, he will not kill me because I'm a calf, right? So that's why Kamsa sent Vatsasura over here, okay, so that he can bewilder Krishna, okay, into this whole thing. So now what happens? Vatsasura appears, okay, and he appears and he starts, creating the whole ruckus. He starts going and he starts troubling all the boys. Now what happens? Krishna will not hesitate. Okay, he will take the tail of the calf. Okay, and he will spin the calf around. Okay, I'll show you a picture here. Can you see the picture?
Yes, Mataji, you can see.
So the cowhead boys all are in the back. Okay, Krishna takes the horns and the tail and he starts spinning. Okay, now see, Krishna is how many years old here? 3, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, okay, how heavy a calf is, a calf is easily like somewhere between 15 to 20 kgs, okay? So imagine how powerful. It's just a very little power that, Krishna is showing over here, okay? He takes the legs, and then he spins it, and then he holds the horn, and then at last he holds the tail of Vatsasura, and he spins Vatsasura and he throws him away, okay? The way how Vatsasura was, spinning, that he dies in the air itself, okay, when Krishna was spinning. But let us know why Vatsasura, okay, a demon, got this body of a calf, okay. So in previous birth, okay, he was called Pramila. Okay, this demon Vatsasura was called what? Pramila, good. And he was the son of Muru. Okay, he was the son of Muru. So what happens, after conquering the Devatas and everything, okay, this Vatsasura enters into the hermitage of Vasishta Muni. Okay, and Vasishta Muni had this cow called Nandi. Okay, and Nandi was, right, Nandi. Okay, the cow can give anything. So what happens? Pramila started desiring that he wants the Nandi. Okay, so what happens? Pramila disguises himself as a Brahmin. Okay, why does he disguise? Because if a Brahmin goes and asks for anything, they will give, right? It is the rule. So now what happens? He goes as a disguise to Vasishta Muni's ashrama. Okay. And he begs Vasishta Muni, can you please give me Nandi? Okay. Vasishta Muni knows, right? He's a what? He's a Brahma Rishi, right? So he knows what is going on, but he just keeps silent. Okay, and Nandi starts talking. And then Nandi will say, okay, her full name is Nandini. Okay, so Nandini will start saying that, this is actually a demon. Okay, and he's the son of Mura and he's disguised as this thing. As you have come here with this disguise, I curse you to be a calf. Okay, so this is how he gets the curse. At the end, okay, Vasishtha Muni tells that in Dwapar Yuga, Lord Vishnu will take an avatar called Krishna and he will deliver. Okay, so this is the story of Vatsasura. Okay, so Vatsasura's name was before in the previous life?
Pramila.
Pravila. And his father was?
Pura.
Mura. And then, what cow did he desire? What was the name of the cow?
Nandini.
Nandini. Okay, very good. And then, whose ashrama did he go to?
Vasishtha Muni.
Very good. And Krishna was how many years during this Leela?
3.
3 years. And they shifted from which place to which place?
Gokul to Vrindavan.
Very good. Okay, now what is the moral we learn from this story? Of Vatsasura's story. It's called duplicity. Okay, I will tell you what it is. Okay, see, now just because, okay, you disguise as someone. Okay, now here Vatsasura disguised as a calf, right? So he came in a calf form. But though Krishna loves cows and calves so much, he didn't hesitate to kill this particular calf. Why? Because he was a demonic person with demonic nature, right? So sometimes even there are things that we like so much, but if they're causing us harm, we have to stop them, right? So we should always stay away when we have to make the right call and right decision, right? So sometimes some things might be our favorite, okay, but in certain situation, it is better that we do not come into the maya of it. Okay, good. We'll move on to the next Leela.
Yes.
Now what will happen? Tell me. As soon as this demon comes, okay, now everyone have just moved to Vrindavan, right? And they were like, okay, we've come here and again another demon has appeared. Okay. And now we are sending our sons, all the sons of all the gopis and gopas to the pasturing land, right? Now, will the parents stop sending them to the pasturing land? Will they stop their duties?
No.
No. Why? It's dangerous, right? See, if your parents were in that position, okay, and every demon is coming every day trying to kill, okay, one of your friend, will your parents send them again to the forest? No, they'll not send, right? But over here they send because now everyone is convinced that whatever happens, Krishna will take care. Okay, even the cowherd boys are very strong with this, and even the parents are like, okay, see, wherever we go, Krishna, like all these demons are following. So till Kamsa rules, okay, this is this is impossible to stop. Okay, so till Kamsa keeps ruling, all these demonic monsters, they keep coming. Okay, so there's nothing much we can do, but we will try our best to protect. Okay, now what happens? Krishna, Balaram, and everyone, they again enter the forest the next day. Okay, and they all are sitting by the lake, and a demon appears. Okay, this is a crane demon. And what is the demon called?
Bakasura.
Very good. Now, how is Bakasura? Okay, he's like a crane and he has this long beak. Okay, it is like a sword. Okay, and what happens? This crane demon suddenly starts going towards everyone and he targets Krishna. Okay, and he swallows Krishna. Okay, immediately he swallows Krishna.
And then after some time, then he feels a burning sensation in his throat, and Krishna comes out of his.
Yes, very good. Okay, very right. But there's a big story behind all of this. Okay, now what happens is, like Naimisha told, okay, what happens? Bakasura, he comes and he immediately swallows, Krishna. As soon as he swallows Krishna, what happens? All the cowherd boys, they faint. Okay, because they were like, Krishna is swollen, right? Now, how to bring him out? Even Balarama is in shock. Okay, he's like, what am I supposed to do? Now what happens is that the Devatas, okay, because Bakasura is very strong demon. Okay, you have to understand in Kali Yuga, every demon is at its strongest potency. Okay, no Devata could kill it. That's why Krishna had to take this avatara and come and kill even all these small demons. Okay, now what happens is one Devata, they come down to earth. Okay, starting from first, Indra comes. Okay, Indra comes and he will throw his astra on the demon. Okay,
but there is no use.
There is no use. So similarly, what happens? Brahma comes with Brahma Danda.
Devatas put their arrows or some weapons. There is no use.
Exactly like how Naimisha told. There's no use. Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, everyone comes. Even moon and sun also come. Okay. And all of you know what is the name of moon god?
Chandra.
Chandra. Moon god was called Chandra.
Soma.
Soma, very good.
Soma.
Okay. The name of moon god was Soma. Okay.
Soma.
Soma. Everyone comes. Okay. Like this, Agni comes. Even Bhadrakali also comes. Okay. See, all of these powerful devatas who had killed so many demons, right? None of them were able to do. Okay. What happens every time Bakasura falls? Okay. And he wakes up and then he's all right again. Okay. Some people aim for his, his beak, his feet, his head, whatever happens. Even Kartikeya also comes. You know who's Kartikeya, right? Kartikeya was the son of
Shiva.
Shiva, very good. Lord Shiva and Parvati. Okay, he was the first. After Ganapati, he was the son of Shiva and Parvati. So now what happens is all of them come and there was no use. Okay, now everyone is so frightened. Bakasura chases all the demons away. Okay, so all the devatas away. So now what happens is Krishna. Okay, finally he's like, okay, all of you have showed your power, right? So let me show my power. And then Bakasura starts feeling this burning sensation in the throat. Okay, and then Krishna expands himself, okay, in the throat itself, and then he comes out, okay, because he starts choking. Okay, Bakasura will start choking and he will vomit Krishna out. So when Krishna comes, what does he do? How does he kill Bakasura?
He keeps his one hand on the upper beak, the second hand on his lower beak, and he does like this.
Very good. So he basically breaks. Yeah, he breaks the mouth of Bakasura. Okay, see how smart Krishna is. Okay, not much needed. No Brahmastra, no Astras, nothing. Okay, he takes his two hands. He's just 3-year-old boy, and he tears the mouth apart. Okay. Now, after seeing all this, okay, all the cowherd boys are so shocked. They were like, all the devatas have come. See, how fortunate are the cowherd boys. Okay, they saw all the devatas come. Okay, they all released their astras, and there was no use on Bakasura. Okay, but then suddenly Krishna, like he spat out of Bakasura's throat. Okay, and he comes and he just tears apart the mouth. Okay, so now what happens after this? This is a small past life. Okay, now who was Bakasura in his past life? Does anyone know what was his name? Any idea? Yes, someone was speaking something. Utkala. Okay, the demon's name was Utkala. Okay, and he was born to who? Hayagriva. Okay, yeah, Hayagriva. All of you know, right? Hayagriva, easy name to remember. Okay, so he was the demon called Utkala, and he was born to Hayagriva. Okay, so now what happens is they were known to defeat all the devatas in the battle. So one day what happens? Utkala goes to the ashrama of Jalajali. Okay, Jalajali, a sage. Okay, hermitage. Okay, and this hermitage is located next to the Ganga. Okay, what happens? This person, he always goes and he fishes in that Ganga river. You're not supposed to fish in the Ganga river. Okay, you're not supposed, because you're supposed to make sure that you don't kill the animals. But the sage keeps warning him, okay, not to do it. But still Utkala does it. So the sage curses him that he will become a crane, because crane eats fishes, right, in the river or in the lakes, right? So similarly, he cursed him to become a crane. Okay, and also what happens, we all know, right? So he gets this thing, and then at last they will say that Krishna will come and deliver him in Dwapara Yuga. Okay, and he gets a very different kind of liberation. Does anyone know what kind of liberation Bakasura gets? I know it's a bit difficult question. All the demons also get liberated. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of get like different kinds of muktis. Okay, it's a bit heavy subject, but all of them also get liberated. Sometimes liberation is also difficult for devatas. Okay, you can see this picture of Krishna, right? See, and see all the cowherd boys in the back. They all are so shocked. So he just look at Krishna and look at how big the demon is, right?
Yeah.
He's so small actually. Krishna is just 3 years old. Okay, he's just so small. Imagine, okay. Imagine how old you are and how old Krishna would be when he's 3 years old. He's so small, okay? But still he subdues such a big demon, okay? Now, next story, okay? Now, this is the story of who? Who's the next demon? Like back to back, there are 3 demons who appear, okay? First, Vatsasura, Bakasura, and another Sura. Who is it? Who is the other demon who appears?
Aghasura.
No, Aghasur. Very good. Okay.
Aghasur, yes.
Yeah. So this Leela starts in this way. Okay. Now this Bakasura Leela is over, right? Everyone is coming back to the to Vrindavan. Okay. When everyone is back, okay, all the gopis, okay, they feel this parental affection towards Krishna. Okay. You can see over here, right, in this picture. Krishna with all his, calves and everyone, they're coming back, okay, to Vrindavan. And all the gopis start feeling this parental affection towards Krishna. Okay. So now what happens is Krishna, to fulfill all the gopis' wish. Okay. All the gopis want Krishna to be their son. Okay. And they keep praising Yashoda Mai that, you have such a lovely son. Krishna is such a lovely son. So to fulfill this desire of his devotees, Krishna is going to perform this Leela. Okay. So this Leela is about Aghasura. So now what happens is one day, okay, Krishna, he desires to have a picnic, okay, with all the cowherd boys. Normally when they go, okay, with the calves to the gazing land, they finish their breakfast, okay, at home and they go. But today what happens, he wanted to, Krishna wished to have picnic with all the boys. So what happens, all the gopis, they all pack food, okay, all the breakfast, and they will send it to the kids. Now all of them will assemble, okay, to have lunch. But before they have this breakfast, they wanted to play with Krishna. Okay. Like how we play catch and catch, right? And then we play hide and seek. Similarly, they used to play all these games. Okay. So when they were playing, okay, what happened? Krishna wanted to go and find a spot, okay, for them to sit and eat. In the meanwhile, what happens? All the cowherd boys, they see this demon. Okay. I mean, not a demon, but they see this big mountain. Niranjan, you have something to say? Okay, so now what happens is, Krishna is going to find the place, okay, for them to sit and eat. What happens? All the boys see this huge snake-like cave. Okay, this cave is huge. Okay, it has like a very big, high point, and then it has a road laid. Okay, and everything. Now what happens is this demon's name was Aghasura. Okay, and Aghasura decided to turn into a serpent. But now who is Aghasura? Does anyone know who is Aghasura? Aghasura was actually one of the siblings, okay? He was the brother of Putana and Bakasura, okay? Bakasura was who?
Bakasura was...
Which demon was Bakasura?
A crane demon.
Very... Crane demon. Good, correct. Naimisha was like, I think I'm wrong. No, you're right. Okay, so Bakasura was the crane demon and Putana was the... she disguised herself as a very beautiful woman, right? Now Aghasura is an Agni. Okay, he is very angry that all the cowherd boys are enjoying. Okay, and they have killed my siblings and see all of them enjoying and eating food. So he gets very angry. Okay, and he seems very jealous of all this. Okay, so he turns himself into a snake demon and he opens his mouth, and he appears to be like a huge mountain or like a cave, a very deep cave. Okay. Now all the kids, okay, they start questioning. They were like, should we go inside? I think it looks like a snake. I think it's a creature. Do you think it's dead? If you have all these questions, right? So all the cowherd boys also have all of these questions. Should we go inside? Should we not go inside? And then one of the cowherd boy, he'll be like, so what if we go inside? Okay, even if the snake is... Yes.
I know that cowherd boy's name.
Yeah. Yes,
Madhumangal.
Very good. Madhumangal was one of the boys, right? So there are a lot of boys. Okay, there were thousands of cowherd boys, and Madhumangal, and there were few close associates, 6 or 7. Sudama also was one of them. Okay, so like that. Okay, very good, Madhumangal. Naimisha, very good. Okay, so now what happens is all of this happens. And one of the Gopas, he will be like, it's fine. Okay, we will enter this cave. If something happens to us, Krishna will take care, right? Everyone has got this confidence because of the Bakasura Leela, right? Because even after all the Devatas couldn't defeat Bakasura, Krishna had defeated, right? So they had this confidence in Krishna that whatever happens to them, Krishna will take care. But what happens is Krishna will be saying, trying to warn them to not go, okay, into the mouth. I will show you a picture, okay? Just one second. Can you see this picture?
Yes.
You see, Krishna is trying to stop them. Okay, it's don't enter. He's trying to warn them, but what happens in the meantime? They'll all enter. Okay, they feel it's like a playground. Okay, and they want to enter. As soon as they enter, what happens is It's a snake, right? It is very venomous in nature,
Yeah.
right? It has a lot of venom. The breath of the snake itself, all the boys, as soon as they enter with the calves, all of them faint. Okay. But the Aghasura is not closing his mouth. Why? Because he's waiting for Krishna to also come in. Okay. But what happens? Krishna knows this is a demon Aghasura and he also enters. Okay. Now we all know what happens, right? Krishna will start expanding inside the mouth of Aghasura. Even Aghasura will start expanding. But, Krishna can expand so much that, we can't imagine, right? He can expand unlimitedly. So what happens in this process? Krishna expands and Aghasura will eventually die because his head will start bursting because Krishna has become so huge inside, right? And now what happens as soon as Aghasura dies? Okay, he gets a mukti called Salubhya. I think a same body as Krishna. Okay, in the upper planets. Yeah, Salubhya Mukti. Okay, I think I'm right. Yeah. So yeah, there's so the different kinds of muktis. Okay, so having same bodily features as Krishna, having the same qualities, or like residing in the there's different kinds of muktis that one gets. So Aghasura gets this mukti. Okay, now what happens? All the friends are fainted, right? All the gopas are fainted. So with Krishna's power, Krishna brings all the gopas and calves back to life. Okay, so this way Aghasura had been delivered. But who was Aghasura in his past life? Niranjan, you know the name? Aghasura was called what? What demon? What was Aghasura's past life's name? You can just guess, it's fine. His name was Anga. Okay? Aga, sorry. His name was Agha. Okay? And he was the son of Skanda Chuda.
Mataji, can you repeat the name?
Yeah, Skanda Chuda.
Skanda Chuda, yes.
Skanda Chuda. Okay, so he was, and this Anga, okay, he was so beautiful. Sir, Aga, I'm sorry, I keep saying Anga, sorry, Aga. Okay, Aga, he was so strong and he was so beautiful. Okay, he used to mesmerize. He used to go in front of the mirror and be like, I am the most beautiful person ever present. Okay, so what happens? One day he goes to the ashrama of Ashtavakra Muni. Okay, which was the Muni's name? Ashtavakra. Okay, Muni. So what happens is this Muni, okay, he has some deformation. His body is not beautiful or attractive. It's very, it is like drenched with all the meditation and everything. So he looks very weak and deformed. And what happens? Okay, he starts making fun. Who is this ugly person? He looks very ugly. I've never seen a person as ugly as him. Now this Muni gets very, very, very angry. Okay, and he curses Agha. He says, Agha, that you will become the most hideous, the most ugliest looking creature, which is basically a snake. Okay. And also very venomous in nature. Okay. Because you're judging, right, a person by their looks. So you will become very poisonous by nature. So hence he took a form of a snake. Okay. So yes. Okay, now what happens? Okay, we'll just have a quick recap, okay, because there were too many stories, okay. The first, okay, what was the first demon we saw?
First demon.
Vatsasura.
Ah, very good, Vatsasura. And then we saw?
Bakasura.
Bakasura, very good. And then?
Aghasura.
Aghasura, very good. All the suras are done, okay. Vatsasura, Bakasura, Aghasura. Now, Vatsasura in the previous life was called? Vatsasura was the calf demon. Pramila, right? And his father name was? Mura, very good. And he went to whose ashrama? Whose hermitage?
To Vashishta Muni's ashrama.
Good. And he saw which cow? What was the cow's name?
Nandini,
very good. Okay, and then next was the crane demon. Okay, crane demon was called Bakasura and he was previously? Utkala. And he was the son of?
Hayagriva.
Very good. And he went to the ashramam of?
Jalajarimi.
Ah, very good. Okay. And then what happened? What was the curse? He turned into a crane because of?
Because of he was fishing in the holy lake.
What was the river's name?
Ganga.
Very good. Okay. And then comes the Leela of Aghasura, right? Aghasura was what was his name previous?
Agha.
Agha. Okay. He was the son of?
Skanda Chuda.
Kandachuda. Very good. And he went to the ashrama of which Muni? Astavakra Muni. Very good. Very good. Okay. And how old was Krishna in the start of this Leela? Very good. Your cousin is saying 3. 3. Good. So he was 3 years old. Very good. Okay. So after becoming 3-year-old, what responsibility was given to all of them?
He was given to take care of the cows and calves.
Ah, very good. Okay. So till here we are clear, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Now we are going to see the Leela. Okay. Now I've already posted the picture. Okay. Now you tell me what Leela this is.
Brahma Vimohana Leela.
Very good. Okay. Now I'm going to ask one more question. Okay. What does Vimohana mean? Brahma Vimohana Leela. Fine. Okay. What does Vimohana Leela? Like what happens in this Leela? Why do they say Brahma Vimohana? Vimohana means actually illusion. Okay?
Illusion.
Yeah, so Brahma going into illusion. See, how can a creator of a universe go into illusion? Right? So we are going to see how this happened. And we're also going to see, okay, how no one discussed Agasura Leela for 1 year. Okay? Agasura has, like, every time a demon is killed, okay, all the cowherd boys, they go running to their parents and they say, okay, what has happened? Now what happens? Now Krishna, he has killed the Agasura, right? Now all the cowherd boys go and they find the perfect tree and all of them are sitting around the tree. Okay, you can see here, right down. See, Krishna is sitting with all his friends. Can you see the image?
Yeah,
I'll show you another detailed image. Okay, for just 1 second. Yeah, can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now Krishna is sitting in the center. Okay. And all the boys are surrounding him. Okay. All the cowherd boys. You can see Balaram and all the other boys sitting around him. Okay. All of them are laughing. They're so happy. Okay. And what happens? Brahma, he hears about what has happened in the last few days. Okay. First, he hears about this Bakasura demon. Okay. Which even the Devatas and even himself couldn't defeat. Now he also defeated Agasura, who was also very, fiercely demon. Even the Devatas were unable to defeat Agasura. Now Brahma hears all this and he's like, who is this small boy? Does he have some kind of mystic powers, is he like a Devata in disguise? Now Brahma actually was the one who requested Lord Vishnu to take an avatara, right? But he himself couldn't believe that, a small kid, okay, God can come, okay, Lord Vishnu can take an avatara, but he cannot, there was never, Leela where, Lord Vishnu's avatara did such, miracles in such a small age. Okay, so even Brahma couldn't believe. Okay, so that's why it's called bewildered, Vimohana. Okay, and he started doubting. Yeah, so he started doubting, saying, this little boy, I want to put him to a test. Okay, I don't think he is Lord Vishnu's avatara. So thinking like this, he flies to the place where these cowherd boys are having food. Okay, and he sees. When he sees, okay, he sees he comes in the swan, right? Or the swan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So Brahma's chariot is a swan. Okay, so he comes as swan. Okay, he comes over and he sees all the boys are eating the food. Okay, and if the food is really tasty, they're giving it to Krishna. Okay, now Brahma is even more doubtful. He's like, no, this is no way, there's no way God will accept, all this stuff. And Krishna is feeding others, the others are feeding Krishna. Everyone is having such an amazing time. Now, what happened suddenly? Okay, these cows, the calves, okay, they were gazing in the pasturing land. Okay,
Then
now they start
of Brahma's illusion, they start disappearing and go to Brahma Loka.
Very good. Okay, so we're not sure if they go to Brahma Loka. Okay, but now what happens is the grass keeps getting sweeter and greener. Okay, so the calves, they follow and they go somewhere. Okay, they're missing at this point. Now one of the boys observes that the calves are missing. But what happens? Krishna will tell everyone, don't panic. All of you, please eat. Right? And what happens? He'll be like, I will go and search for the calves. Okay. What happens in one hand? Okay. He has curd rice. Okay. Because he's still eating. No. So he has curd rice, and other hand he has a flute and a bugle, and he goes to search. Okay, for the cows. for the calves. Now what happens when he goes, okay, he goes, sees the mountains, hills, everywhere, he can't see. Okay, obviously Krishna knows that it has something to do with Brahma. When he comes back, even the cowherd boys are missing. Okay, now Krishna understands. But what happens, just to satisfy Brahma, okay, he acts as if, he's searching everywhere and, he's feeling very, panicked. Now what happens, Brahma will be like, okay, I will just go back for a moment and I will come back. Okay, so Brahma leaves this place. He's satisfied. Okay, he's like, okay, now this boy is worried. Okay, so let me come after a moment. A moment is like basically a second. Okay, so what happens? He goes. In the meanwhile, Krishna, okay, now that Brahma is gone, he expands himself, right? He expands himself into every single, okay, Gopa. Exactly. And now what happens? He's expanding himself, okay, into every single calf and every single boy that was missing. Okay, there were like thousands of them. Okay, not only does he expand, okay, but he also portrays the same character. Okay, for example, a boy, okay, he has like, a particular color or a particular character trait. Okay, he used to replicate it exactly the same way. Okay, no difference. Even the calf, okay, one calf had like, the ears were like plunging in, one had ears out, okay, one had a particular spot in a particular place. Okay, everything was ditto. Okay, nothing, no change at all. So what happens, he expands into every missing cowhead, boy and calf, and at last, okay, he goes back to Vrindavan. As soon as he went to Vrindavan, okay, all the parents started, hugging the kids with more affection. The cows are calling, they're screaming for the calves. Okay, as soon as the calf comes, they're giving milk. Okay, when the cowherd boys go home, the father is treating the son so well, they're playing. So everyone is so shocked at the scene because this kind of treatment is only given to Krishna. Okay, sometimes even the other gopis, they used to first feed Krishna and then their children. So that was so much love they had for Krishna. Suddenly, what happened? No one is paying attention to Krishna. They're only like giving full attention to their child. So everyone is so shocked. But see, it's finally Krishna, right? So all of them are so affectionate because it was Krishna. Even the cows are so affectionate to the calves. Okay. Now what happens? Like seeing all of this, a few days pass. Okay, there's a major character, okay, missing in this Leela. Now, who is this character in the missing? So when everyone were having lunch, right, the picnic spot, there was one main person who wasn't there in this particular Leela. Any idea who it was? It was Balaram. All of you know that? So when this scene was going on, okay, over here, can you see, right? On the top, Brahma is there, right? Balaram is not there. Now, why is Balaram not there? Why is Balaram not there? He always comes, right, to pasturing ground, right? Why on this particular day, okay, Balaram wasn't there? Because it was Balaram's birthday. Okay, so what happens? They had to give him a sacred bath. Okay, make sure that some rituals are done. Okay, and also make sure that there's some donation which is given. So Balaram was forced to stay at home. Okay, so like Balaram was missing. Now what happens? Like other days, Balaram will be going, right? About 4 or 5 days left. Okay, it's going to be 1 year that the calves and the boys are missing. Okay, 1 year. Only 4 or 5 days left. So what happens? Balaram, he comes with Krishna as usual for gazing. But what happens from the hill, from the Govardhan hill is there, right? The cows are there, okay, with the cowherd men. They are rushing downstairs. They're rushing down the hill to the calves, okay, which Krishna was taking care because of the love. Okay, and everyone is shocked, and Balaram starts getting suspicious. Okay, and he goes to Krishna and he asks, "See, there's something wrong." Okay, all the mothers are very affectionate to the cowherd boys. All the cows are showing so much affection to the calf. Something is wrong. You have done something. Okay, now tell me what you have done. I know, like these are not devatas or some people. You've done something. So now what happens? Krishna says, okay. So he explains Balaram whatever has happened. Okay, he's like, I've expanded myself into all of this because Brahma had done this. So Balarama hears all this. Okay, and he'll be like, finally now I understand why all the gopis are so affectionate. So even till this point, okay, Balaram didn't know that all the calves and the cowherd boys were Krishna himself. So imagine, okay, for 1 year, Krishna was able to do all this, right? 1 year the boys, 1 year the calves were missing. So what happens? now Brahma comes back. For him, only a second has passed, right? In Brahma Loka, we all know, right? In Bhagavad Gita, we see, right? Time is very different, right? Time in earth is different from the time in different lokas, right?
Yes.
So now what happened? Brahma comes and he sees all the boys are there. Okay, all the boys are there, all the calves are there. He's like, I have taken all of them and all of them are sleeping. Okay. No, like what is happening over here? And he goes again and he checks and all of them are still there. And he comes back and he's like, no, something is wrong. This either should be like a lot of magic or something. That is the time when Krishna shows that he is the expansion. Okay, 1 second. Can you see all this? Okay. So
Yes.
what happens? To Brahma's eyes exclusively, he can see this. You can see, right? The cowherd boys are down, right?
Yes.
So from the cowherd boys, okay, Lord Brahma could see so many Vishnus, okay, like each cowherd, but there are thousands of cowherd boys, okay. So he could see Vishnu expansion, and at last Brahma will understand that, the small boy who appears, okay, to be playing with his friends in Vrindavan is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead, okay. And Swayam Bhagavan, okay, Satchit Anand Vigraha, okay. Now what happens? Tell me, after this. After this, what happens? Brahma comes and he is apologizing to Krishna, okay. This is called Brahma's prayers. We see over here, right? Can you see the image?
Yes.
So now what happens is there's this one small rule, okay, Devatas follow, okay. Devatas never make sure that their head touches the ground. Okay, they don't touch the ground. They're mostly in the vahanas, okay, they're individual chariots, but Brahma, who is the chief of all devatas, he gets down, okay, and on his knees, and he goes Dandvat Pranam, like a golden stick. All of you know what Dandvat Pranam is, right?
Yes.
Flat, okay, flat on the ground, like a stick, okay, he falls and he starts offering prayers to Krishna, okay. What does he say? Okay, he's like, I'm not going to explain too much because Brahma's prayers are like 20 or 30 pages. Okay, I think you guys would have read, right? Naimisha, did you read?
No, Mataji.
Okay, Brahma's prayers are elaborate. Okay, you should read it because there's no easier way to explain. They're very detailed prayers, okay? And he starts praying and seeking for forgiveness to Krishna, okay? He says that I am such a, like, you created me, okay? I am the creator, but still I myself fell into illusion. Okay, Krishna is also angry for the same thing, okay? I'll tell you the reason. Okay, that's why, see, how is he standing? Okay, he's holding curd rice, okay, in one hand. Okay, and he's holding the other hand on the top of the tree. All he wants to do is go back to his cowherd boys and play and eat food. That's it. Okay, he doesn't care about what Brahma, is offering prayers because he knows that he is the creator, right? But still, he got bewildered, which is not the right thing, and he couldn't identify Krishna. This is also part of Krishna Leela, but just for them. And Brahma starts offering prayers, and he'll be like, "Please forgive me. Okay, you're the seed-giving father. You're like a mother. Okay, like how a mother always forgives the kids, right? So similarly, please forgive, my mistakes." And he says that I wish I would be born as a grass in this Vrindavan so that I will be stamped by you. These are some of the prayers, okay, I'm mentioning to be very specific. And Brahma also will be like, you are so, merciful on all the demons that you gave them, everyone liberation. Please be merciful on me. And please, accept my, apologies. Please forgive me. After saying all this, okay, Krishna doesn't answer. Okay, Lord Krishna is still holding the curd rice. Okay, and he wants to go back to the cowherd boys. All he wants to do is just go and play with the cowherd boys. Okay, and then Brahma, he circumambulates Lord Sri Krishna 3 times, and then he goes back to his adobe. Okay, so Krishna doesn't even utter one word. After this, what happens? Krishna goes, okay, back to all the cowherd boys, and they were exactly in the same place. Okay, they disappeared from exactly under the tree, exactly like all of them were sitting. Okay, and when Krishna was walking to all these kids, okay, all of the gopas are like, Krishna, we are waiting for you, come and eat. For them, they didn't know that 1 year had passed. Okay, they're like, come fast. Okay, the food is getting cold, come fast and eat. Okay, so all of them behaved normal, and all of them went and they told the Agasura Leela to their parents. Okay, so that's how the Agasura Leela was not discussed for 1 year because everyone were missing. Okay, all clear?
Yes.
Okay, now what happens after this? All of them reach to the age of Pauganda. Okay, what does Pauganda mean? Does anyone know the age limit? Like from what time? From how many years to how many years? From 6 years to 10 years is called Pauganda.
Pavganda, yes.
Okay, so now Krishna enters into this Pavganda, which means 6 years. Okay, and now they are entrusted with what? Till now they were maintaining cows. Okay, now they will start maintaining and be given responsibility to tend to calves, but now they'll be given responsibility to tend to cows. Okay, so now all of them have come to this age. Now after coming to this age, they will again come across another deadly demon. Okay, so we will discuss that next week. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all clear till now?
Yes.
Okay, so we will have a quick recap.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now Brahma Vimohana Leela. Okay, we'll have a recap first. Okay, how does Brahma Vimohana Leela start? What happens? How does it start? It starts with all of them having a picnic, right? All of them are sitting and eating food, right? And then what happens? What does Brahma first do? Brahma takes away the calves, right? And then he takes away the
Gopas.
For how many years has this happened? For 1 year. Okay, and when does Balaram come to know about it? About this whole Vimohana and Krishna expanding himself into every single. How many days before the completion of 1 year?
4 days.
4 to 5 days before. Okay, he'll come to know. Okay, very good. I think who was it? Niran.
4 to 5 days.
Yeah, so just 4 to 5 days before, okay, completion of 1 year, Balaram will come to know about this. Okay, now what happens after this? All the cowherd boys return, right? And what age do they attain now? The start of the Leela, Krishna was 3 years old. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Now?
4.
4. He enters Pavganda. Pavganda is how much?
6 to 10 years.
So he's 6 years old. See, this whole Leela, okay, from Vatsasura, right? To Agasura and Brahma Vimohana, already so many years have passed. So 3 to 6, almost 3 years have passed, in which 1 year was Brahma Vimohana Leela by itself. Okay, so Vatsasura, Bakasura, Agasura, all these 3 things took in place of 2 years. So from 3 to 5, right? 5 to 6 was Brahma Vimohana Leela. So all of these age is very important. This says how strong Krishna is, okay, in that particular age, right? Normally, all the other avatars of Lord Vishnu, we only see them after like they've grown older, right? Like showing that potencies. But Krishna was the only avatar where from even child, okay, we can see so many leelas performed by him. From months baby, right? So from months we have seen, right? Putana came. How many months was Krishna? How many months was Krishna when Putana appeared? Guys forgot. He was 3 months.
3 months.
He was just small baby. That's why she wanted to poison him with milk, right? So like that, okay, like when the card demon came, okay, so similarly when Trinavarta came, okay, he was 1 year old. So similarly, okay, like the same way, okay, when Vatsasura, Bakasura and Agasura had come, he was between what to what year? 3 years to 5 years. Okay, all okay? You remember everything? Next week we will have a small quiz.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, because we finished this that Bhagavatam 4th book. Okay, so we will have a small quiz and then we will continue with the story. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
All clear? Any doubts?
No.
No doubts. Good. So we'll all see each other next week.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay then.
Mataji.
Yes.
Next Saturday I won't be there because my school starts.
No worries. Sunday you'll be there.
Yes, Sunday I have holidays as regular.
Done. Okay. So for Ramayan, this Saturday you will not come. No worries.
Mataji,
okay. Yes, Niranjan.
Even I cannot attend the classes on Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. So you can hear to the recording. That's not a problem. Okay. Is it going to be every Saturday or just this Saturday?
Every Saturday I can.
For me also every Saturday.
Every Saturday you have morning class. Okay, we'll find an alternative time maybe, okay, for the kids. Okay, where we can take a second class maybe after school or something, okay, for Ramayan. Because that is also very important scripture. But yes, okay, I hope you guys try to attend, okay? In the evening, maybe I'll shift the class timings.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay then. We'll all end the class with the ending prayers?
Yes.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
भागवतम ग्रंथ की
जय।
All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare
See
Krishna.
you all next week. Okay.
हरे कृष्णा ऐश्वर्या माता जी की जय
Thank
हरे
you.
कृष्णा
Hare
माता जी
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
वंडरफुल हरे कृष्ण